This is a Heart and Hand production.
Hello everyone, it's David here on the first day of the season that felt far too much like the previous season. Rangers going down 1-0 to Kilmarnock with a really anemic, shockingly poor display, in all honesty. Rangers, we offered nothing going forward and we gave away a comedy goal to lose the match against the Kilmarnock side, who were disciplined, well organised, but simply outworked us and wanted it a bit more. And I think that everyone at Rangers from manager down has had a howler, unfortunately, and it's cost us. I think that, going into the match, given the pre-season form, anyone who watched the Olympiacos video I did will know that I wasn't too happy with what we saw that night. But friendlies are friendlies, so long as you turn up when it counts. Well, they didn't, the players didn't. I thought the manager got the team wrong, in all honesty. There was no Todd Cantwell, and while I understand the argument that he hadn't had a good pre-season, there were other players playing like Lundstrom who've had very poor pre-seasons and they were in the side. I didn't like the balance. I don't think you need two attacking midfielders against a side who are going to give you the ball, but maybe impartially that's because there's a lack of trust about the defence, and understandably so. Rangers concede shockers, and today was another case of that. Lundstrom doesn't do well. Barisic then could shepherd the ball out for a throw, for a goal kick. Instead he plays it for a throw. From the throw in, John Souttar doesn't react. The ball gets stuck between his legs and Lyons reacts with a good finish to make it 1-0 Killie. And it spooked Rangers. That was a really frustrating part, because in the 10 minutes after it, Kilmarnock could have added another one. And it was almost like after Killie scored that Rangers players simply went, it's not our day today. And they were going through the motions, but they didn't look like they believed that they were going to turn that around. And that's a big, big worry. You've got to be harder to beat than Rangers were. We can't continually give sides goal. We've gone behind in something like 26 of our last matches of the last two seasons, and that's nowhere near good enough for Rangers. Yeah, you don't want to judge new players too early, but none of them impressed. There's no getting away from that. And some of the ones who've been there before didn't. But I don't really understand tactically what the managers try to do. When you're playing Kilmarnock, you would think you would need width, because they're going to sit, and they did at times, in almost a sort of 6-3-1. And Rangers were trying to play through the middle constantly and never really looked like it. And it was almost as if we were just waiting for one of the players to do something special and get us a win. And you can't do that. You've got to have combinations. You've got to work the opposition, and Rangers didn't do that. So, yeah, a really chastening day, a really disheartening day for us. And obviously, it is one game, blah, blah, blah. But we can only judge on what we witnessed. And what we witnessed was really, really bad. I think Michael Beale will need to kind of hold his hand up to this one and say, I got things wrong today. I think that the side collectively will need to have a look at each other, but it doesn't get any easier. We're going to play Servette on Wednesday night, who are a good side. They went to Belgium and won, and they are tough to break down. I watched their match the other night. They will work hard and fight, and if we're not up for it, then we'll be in trouble. You've got Livingston next week who'll do the same. So this Rangers team needs to realise that playtime is over. It's time to turn up. It's time to get the working boots on. I heard someone say that it's a wake-up call. They shouldn't need a wake-up call. If they did, it's here. And it's time to deliver a lot better than what we witnessed today. Thanks for listening. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.